Okay.
Got your tripod?
Yeah, my broken one.
Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Nice weather for March. Man,
It'll be better tomorrow and then snow on Saturday. That's the same.
is that what you're saying? Snow on Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, man. There was all my magnolia tree.
Everything's blooming right now.
Yeah.
They're worried about the peach trees at the orchard.
Really? Oh, my God. The peach trees will go down.
Yeah.
They're pretty fragile.
We can flower quality hair.
It comes on my magnolia tree. That's all
They're
flower.
all blooming, all the magnolias are.
Yeah, that one I got is really.
Mine's just starting to fall.
Bradford pears at McDonald's are looking really nice.
At this time, we're going to call this meeting to order. We begin with our pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call. Bradford.
Present.
Wolford.
Present.
Mayor. Present. Where?
Red.
Okay, we do have a quorum. Excused tonight is Ms. Pearson and Trustee Neville. We will begin tonight with our public comments. Mr. Ken Deers.
Hi, Mayor, how you doing? Last month I talked to you about getting the community basket sign down from the building, the annex building. I don't know if there was any confusion, but I just drove by there tonight. Still,
Okay, we will get that down first thing in the morning.
thank you.
Where did you see that sign
At the end of the annex building.
It's right on where you go into the door for code
You go in
enforcement, the
for
water
code
department.
enforcement, all that.
at? Okay.
That's why I say, I think there was some confusion. It might have been the other building, but we got that down a long time ago.
Okay.
It's the one on the end of the annex building.
Okay, and I think that's maybe where the confusion was.
That's not a problem.
It's on the right side of the door up toward the ceiling, or toward the roof.
Okay.
Okay, next we have Ms. Marianne Spicer.
Good evening. Number one, board members that are not here, you still have to call them as being absent and noted on the agenda. Number two, there's no copies of the minutes from last month attached to the agenda. They're supposed to be. And number three, when are we going to have siren warning testing? It was supposed to be yesterday. It was National Weather Testing Day. Mr. Simmons, which many of us contacted him, and we're quoting Mr. Simmons, when the consideration occurred, the activation of the sirens was a feature the community elected to retain to be performed by the internal staff of the village. I would contact the village leaders with your concern. And that's from Mr. Simmons. Yesterday was National Storm Weather Awareness Day. Last Tuesday, when we had that bad storm come through, and there was all the hail, there were no sirens. We could have been blown off the face of the earth. So please consider public safety.
Okay, thank you. Next we have Ms. Jessica McCullough.
How about that Cahokia pool getting open this year, guys?
That's your comment. I'll just address it.
Well, I'm asking the question. Is the pool being considered to be open this year?
We are looking into those options.
Okay.
Okay. Next we have Ms. Kevin Griffin.
Yes, board. I was concerned about the safety of the children as well as them going to the stores off Route 3 and various highways that we have surrounding us, Camp Jackson. And I see there's a lot of dangers with them crossing the street. So I was wondering why can't we have something like a candy store within, we have a lot of vacant lots in our communities. That houses have been torn down, burned up, people buying these properties, but nothing is being done with them, okay? I own a property, with a lot adjacent to it. I understand the zoning situation is one thing that the city has to consider, but the safety of the children is important too. Those are dangerous streets and highways that we have in our community, our surrounding area. Candy stores should not be, just wiped off the map and not being considered for our children. I'm not talking about you adults who go to the store in your car and get a bottle of wine or a beer or something. Let's consider our kids' safety as well, okay? Can we even think about it happening?
Okay, Mr. Griffin, we appreciate your comment. We'll take this back to the board and we will see where that will lie as far as ordinances and things of that such. But I will definitely take it into consideration.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Mr. Carl Williams.
Yes, sir. I'm here because a month ago, I come here and I was nervous to even meet you for the first time because so much negative people talk about it. And you hear that and you can see after meeting you, and I come here on all the boards, and I asked one time to get some help. You did that for me. You was a man of your word. That meant very much to me. And my wife, she's almost got hit. My granddaughter did get hit. My dog did get hit. And if it wasn't for you, who knows what else would be happening. And I just wanted to thank you very much for being a man of your word. And I'm proud to meet you. And I hope you serve everybody here. And I think if they give you a chance, I think you'll do that.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thanks for the safety. Once again, thank you for those comments, and we appreciate just being able to put those signs there because that was a very dangerous intersection.
Thank you.
And last I have Mr. Tony Cox, who is also on the agenda here for a business, Ringo's, and so I believe Mr. Cox wanted to mention a few comments.
Yep. Thanks, Mayor. Good morning, board. Good evening, board, and everybody around. I just want to thank everybody, to have an opportunity to have another business in Cahokia. I previously had a bar down there. I'm putting a bar there now, and I did everything, to make sure I was up to code, up to ordinance. I've been working on this project since July, and the city came by and they did everything they needed to do, and everything was good. So I went on and proceeded with everything. Since then, I put like $100 grand in the place to make it nice, because a bunch of the residents came to me, older residents, saying that they don't have anywhere to go, and they miss my old place, so I opened up another place. I made it nice, and, I think I have one of the better establishments here. I don't deal with no riffraff, no youngsters, no nothing. It's all old adult people. I don't have any lottery on my lot, any of that, and it's a very nice place. Everybody's welcome. There's no color, creed, anything. Everybody's welcome, and you will be treated like family if you come there. It's a little social place. It's not a nightclub. It's a little neighborhood bar with food that was coming, in the near future. Fish, shrimp, chicken, whatever. You're welcome to come by, have something to eat, and sit down, and you'll be just like you're at home. No problems whatsoever. And I thank everybody for giving up those.
Mr. Cox, real quick, where is your business located?
It'd be 601 Range Lane.
Okay, now I believe that there was some discussion within the community of whether or not your establishment was up to par as far as being feet away from that high school. Can you talk about that?
Yes, the ordinance states that you have to be 100 feet. I'm well over 1,000 feet from the school. And to prevent that too, I'm putting up a privacy fence for 8 feet tall, on that side of the school. And like I say, I don't allow no lottery. I won't even carry that type of crowd that'll be hanging out and this and that and all that. And definitely no one under 35 will be allowed in my establishment.
Okay, and can we, and so everyone here in this meeting can rest assured that no young people will be in your business, as well as you won't be serving alcohol during the school hours?
No, sir. Like I say, I had a bar here. You can check my record. The police would never call to my establishment, not one time since I was open for business, that I didn't allow it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Cox, we appreciate you coming tonight to speak on behalf of you and your business, and we'll see if we get approved.
Okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for letting me speak.
Question?
I just had a quick question.
Sure.
So I'm glad that you're bringing a business to Cahokia. Congratulations on that. But I'm just concerned about all the trouble that happens at that car wash right across the street from him, all the crime that happens there, and how is that going to tie into your business. There's a lot of crime at that car wash.
Well, the state police has since purchased that,
The
and
car
now,
wash?
yes, he's bought
Okay.
the car wash, he's up there, but if you go look at it now, he's
I mean,
redone it,
recently,
painted
there's-
it.
but recently
Yes.
there's been crime there.
He just bought it and they wasn't aware that the state police own
Okay.
it now,
So
so now,
that's-
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that
Okay,
place
good.
too.
'Cause that seems to be a lot of
Yeah,
problems
I'm gonna be
with
talking
kids.
about that in my
Okay,
chief's
all right, thank
report.
you. Congratulations.
Okay, does anyone else have any other comments or questions for Mr. Cox while he's here? No more questions for Mr. Cox? Okay.
Hiring?
Huh?
Are you hired?
Yes, I am.
I'll spread the word for you.
For Mr. Cox, is this, okay, go ahead, sir.
Where's your other tavern at?
It was down on, Camp Jackson Road, 4700 block.
You closed it?
Yeah, no, I had electrical fire, and, that put me out of business, and then I was gonna be through with it, but like I say, I've had residents that used to come to the old establishment, they've been on me about opening another one, so I decided to go ahead and do it.
Was that the old Cheers?
Yes.
Okay,
Day or two there.
all right, well, thank you, Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into the meeting of the regional burglary tonight. First, we're gonna move to the approval of the minutes from February 8th, 2017. This time, I need a motion and second for approval.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware, second by trustee Radford, roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Radford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Approved. Next, we have accounts payable, February 2017. At this time, I need a motion and second for approval, please.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by trustee Radford,
Second.
second by trustee Ware, roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Radford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Approved. No unfinished business at the time. New business that we have on the agenda is resolution number 17-1070, the resolution to join the National League of Cities. This is when Mr. Leazell came at the prior meeting to this one, and he also came to a couple meetings before that to present his spiel on the National League of Cities and all of its great work. And so at this time, we're going to make a motion and a second to approve.
Can you explain this a little bit more?
Mr. Leazell from the National League of Cities came to the meeting before this one and a few before this one to explain the program of the National League of Cities. And by the way, after this meeting, if you need any more information on it, we can provide you with a packet on all the information. And so basically with the National League of Cities, it deals with sewer problems that people can get, where they can get their home fixed, sewer problems. Also, it deals with water issues as well, water lines, and these are some of the most common problems that we see here in the village. And so Mr. Leazell came to present that package in which it is very affordable to those that may be on fixed income.
So is it taking liability off the village to fix these sewer lines and
No.
water lines?
No, not
This
this.
is what you would
Just
do.
for
Okay.
person.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. At this time, I need a motion and a second for approval, please.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware,
Second.
second by trustee Wolford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Radford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Resolution approved. Next, we have resolution number 17-1071, a resolution authorizing agreement for janitorial supplies. This time, we need a motion and a second, please.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware, second.
I'll second
Second by trustee Bradford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Radford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Resolution approved. Next, we have resolution number 17-1072. This resolution is authorizing the village of Cahokia to apply for the program year 2017 community grant for the CBDG funds. And this is just a grant that we get every year from the County of St. Clair that helps us in repairing our sewers. At this time, we need a motion and a second for approval.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware, second by trustee Bradford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Radford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Resolution approved. Ordinance number 17-1341. We're going to table that for tonight. Next, we're going to move to E, ordinance number 17-1342. An ordinance creating a stop sign on Cahokia Road at its intersection with Judah. This time, we need a motion and a second for approval.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware,
Second.
second by trustee Wolford. Roll call, please.
Pearson is absent. Bradford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mary.
Yes. Ordinance approved. We have the chief's report this time. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor. First thing I'd like to announce is, I don't know if you've all heard about the missing hunter, Christopher Stasiak. It's actually a county case, it's in county venue, but it's over there by the Dupont Bridge. And they recently found him finally. It appeared that where he was found, it was underwater. They had multiple people out there searching. I know Cahokia Fire Department, a lot of people from Cahokia helped search that for him. And it's put some closure for the family. He went missing January 11th of 2016. So just wanted to report that, and the county's reporting it's their case and there's no foul play, and they were able to identify him from his deer tags and stuff. So it puts closure for that family. I know we have a concern about vacant house fires. We only had one to report, and that was toward the end of Doris out on the east end. But other than that, with no other house fires. Only 2 car burglaries, which is very good. The burglaries, you know, I always announce burglaries because it's something you guys should be concerned about. But like I said, most of them occur during the day. I would tell you in certain areas where they're happening the most, but really they was kind of spread out. There's only about 10 or 12 and throughout the last month, and a few of them were in St. Joe, a few of them were in Park Lane Manor. But other than that, nothing really in common, and we are working on all of them. The 3 stolen vehicles. You got a Harley that was stolen in St. John's subdivision, which we rarely have a motorcycle stolen, and it's not been found yet. And that was back in February. A Jaguar was stolen on Levan, and that was later recovered in St. Louis. And the Medicaid. One of the Medicaid vehicles on water, the old Moose Lodge, was taken, and that was also recovered, but we haven't developed any suspects on that. As far as robberies go, I want to recall that we had a robbery the night of the Super Bowl at the Pizza Hut. Well, now recently we had a robbery with a Domino's delivery driver when he delivered in St. Joe, and our police officers on duty did very good work on that, and due to that, an 18-year-old and juvenile was arrested and charged. So that was very good. And then there was a personal robbery in a neighborhood, and we're still trying to work that out, and we don't even know any credibility on that. So shootings, not much on shootings either. Shootings are still down. There was a house shot up on Helen. There was maybe a little road rage incident where a car got shot on water. Another one on Joliet where there was an argument and a guy fired a shot in the air, and we got a suspect on that. And then I wanted to talk about the car wash on Range that she was talking about. There was a trooper that did buy that recently. It's been several months ago. He's made it a lot better there. He's got cameras. He's got an excellent camera system up there. But he was there one night, you know, cleaning the car wash, and then 2 guys attempted to rob him and shot at him several times, which he's very lucky. And so one thing about troopers, they kind of stick together just like all policemen. So we had a whole lot of troopers in our town that weekend, needless to say. And 10 guns were taken off the street. I mean, it was a good effort between the state police and the Cahokia Police Department, who worked very well together. And there was a lot, but we still have not gained any ground on who the shooter was at that car wash. But he's a very lucky man. So, and we had coffee with a cop. I don't know if you guys heard about it or not, but it was very successful, and everybody had a great time, and appreciate everybody that came. That's it.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, at this time we have no report from the attorney. No executive session is needed at this time. We also have 4 business licenses to bring to the table. First, we have Bing's Automotive at 523 Route 3 here in Cahokia, 62206. This time we need a motion and a second for approval. Motion by trustee Ware.
Second.
Second by trustee Bradford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Bradford.
Yes.
Wolford.
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware.
Yes.
Mary.
Yes. Approved. Next, we have Boost Mobile at 1228 Camp Jackson, Suite B, here in Cahokia, 62206. Need a motion and a second for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by trustee Ware, second by Radford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Bradford?
Yes.
Wolford?
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware?
Yes.
Merrick?
Yes, sir. Approved. Also, we have Superior Auto Group here at 2225 Doris Avenue in Cahokia, 62206. Motion and a second for approval, please.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by trustee Bradford, second
Second.
by trustee Wolford. Roll call, please.
Pearson, absent. Bradford?
Yes.
Wolford?
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware?
Yes.
Merrick?
Yes. Approved. And finally, we have Ringo's Place, 601 Range Lane here in Cahokia, 62206. Motion and a second for approval.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Ware,
Second.
second by trustee Wolford. Roll call, please.
Pearson's absent. Bradford?
Yes.
Wolford?
Yes.
Nichols is absent. Ware?
Yes.
Merrick?
Yes. Approved. Congratulations, Mr. Cox. Where's Boost at? Boost Mobile here? Okay, Boost Mobile, congratulations. Anybody else? Things on the motor. And finally, adjournment. This time, need a motion and a second for adjournment. The time right now is 5:51.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by trustee Bradford, second
Second.
by trustee Ware. Roll call.
Pearson's absent. Bradford?
Yes.
Wolford?
Good luck to you, sir.
Nichols is absent. Ware?
Yes.
We'll be down there.
Merrick?
Yes. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
That's cool. Unless you serve Mexican, that would be.